Hey everyone, remember this book, Something Happened by Joseph Heller? I've decided to turn it into a postcard book, and with this decision I thought I should show you all my postcard books. For everyone who doesn't know what a postcard book is, it's basically a book that I started but haven't finished for reasons, and usually with the intention of probably never going to finish them, but never say never. I leave a postcard in them. So let's start with Something Happened. This book tells the story of a middle-aged American man, and he's a husband, he's working in business, he has children, and he's the narrator, and he keeps talking about all the things that are going on in his life, and he's very negative. The things he talks about are very depressing. Everything is depressing. Everybody is unhappy. I read 195 pages. I really don't know what's going on. Nothing happened yet, which is not fair in a book that is called Something Happened. So it's big, so I'm not even a third through, and I decided to put it aside for maybe never. This is the postcard. Q by Luther Bissett was a total cover buy. I mean, look at the cover, it's gorgeous. But the story is very confusing. It's in letter format during the time of Luther, and it's sort of a mystery there, but I totally didn't get it. I don't know what's going on. After 86 pages, I was still confused. I didn't really love the writing, and I decided to leave it for later. This postcard, Possession by A.S. Byatt, is a novel I bought for university. I had a class on modern novel, and this was one of them, and I don't remember even what this was about because I read 80 pages, didn't like it, and we didn't get to it in class, so I was very happy that I didn't have to finish it. That's the postcard. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Casey. I don't know anymore why I stopped reading this. It was a gift. I've seen the film, and I think I was kind of bored because I knew what was going to happen. But for some reason I stopped around 80 pages as well. Shorter book. Maybe I'll finish it one day. And that's a postcard. Dharma Bums by Jack Kerouac is one of the first English books I bought. I can still see all the vocabulary I looked up. Can you see it? I got interested into Jack Kerouac through I don't know what, but I really was curious about him. But I didn't know where to start reading, so I picked up Dharma Bums because that was a book my bookstore had available. And I don't know, I tried it 2 or 3 times. I never get into the story. I only read 46 pages of this, and that's a postcard. Atonement by Ian McEwan was given to me by a friend who really loved this book, and she kept talking about all the great things that were going to happen, and I was like, when are they going to happen? Only to realize that they already happened. Yeah, I really didn't like the characters. I thought the things were cliched and predictable, and I read 176 pages. I didn't even finish the first part. I think there are like 10 more pages for the first part. I really didn't like it. And that's a postcard. The Making of Henry by Howard Jacobson is a book that I bought on a whim. The cover, lovely. Our Funniest Living Writer. I didn't see that. It was very confusing. Nothing happened. I read 55 pages and then decided to put it aside for a while. And I think that's been 1.5 years ago. Maybe 2. And that's a postcard. Caribbean Dawn by Graham Swift was a total failure. I didn't clearly understand that this is not by the Graham Swift I like. It wasn't made clear, and I do have the suspicion it was made on purpose because this is some weird story where something in the Caribbean. I really don't remember. It was so hard to read because there are so many mistakes in there. Really, mistakes like typos and grammatical mistakes. It was horrible, and I managed to read 44 pages in it. And this is a postcard. My Legendary Girlfriend by Mike Gale is a book that, yeah, it's the favorite book of the person who gave me Atonement. We stopped giving each other books, but I really thought it was very, very boring. It was just talking about this teacher who really was basically complaining about everything. Had a lot of British slang in it, which was okay, but yeah, not interested. I stopped after 59 pages. And this is the postcard. This book is cheating. It says this book will save your life, and it has donuts on the cover. I kept picking up this book, putting it down for a few times before I finally bought it. And I shouldn't have done it because I don't even remember what the story was about. I think some rich guy who goes into a donut shop and starts talking to that man, but nothing happened, so I stopped after 70 pages. And this is a pretty cool postcard. I also have 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, which I started after I loved reading Love and Time of Cholera by him. But this book, It just had me confused. It's just the people, I didn't know what was going on. After 120 pages, I just gave up. And this is the postcard. Those are all my started books that I haven't finished yet, and maybe you need to convince me to finish them. Go ahead, give it a try if you loved them, or maybe you stopped reading them or hated them, just like I did.